Peace, kings and queens, guys and goddesses. So, I was just, well, I wasn't just, but I was talking to my neighbor about my nuggets. And we were discussing them waking up in the best mood. He was telling me that he can, like, hear them and, in the rising, and that they are always so happy and just joyful and excited, and just, they really are love, guys. But he was pointing out that it'd be like so early in the rising, like they get up around like 6, 7 at the latest. But I was explaining to him that my children get a full night's rest because they have a bedtime, and I'm very persistent no matter the season, holiday, the vacation, none of that matters. They stick to their schedule. One thing that I'm fully aware of is habits are created in childhood. So I'm very intentional with naps, bedtimes, food, activities, screen time, and schedules. Because these are habits I want them to adapt to. These are healthy habits. These are habits that will make them better. These are habits that will help them thrive. I am here for that. As am I aware of the benefits of rest. This helps with development overall, especially mental. When you're well rested, you can focus better for a longer period of time. It improves your mood, supplies you with the energy you need to get through the day. My kids be in here bouncing off of walls, and yes, children are filled with energy, but I can tell the difference from when I'm up later and when I actually go to bed with them, as far as how I feel that next day. And there really is a tremendous difference. Shit, it even lowers the risk of health problems. And so much more, for real. Y'all can really look it up on the internet. And if you don't like reading, there's YouTube's on video. There's videos on YouTube for you to watch. And I've watched them. As a parent, I am always a student, seeking more knowledge. Because I'm choosing to break generational curses. So I can be the best parent for my children. Sometimes that means being the mean mom. And I'm really okay with that, because they aren't able, and it's only because they aren't able to, indulge in things that they see other children doing, like phones and tablets and social media and video games and certain music. No bedtime. Not me. You're on that. Food choices and so many other things. And it's like, yesterday at bedtime, I'm not even gonna hold y'all, they was like, you're so mean, mommy. And I'm just like, why am I mean? Why am I mean? He's like, because you're making us go to bed. Like, y'all have the same schedule every day. Bedtime is bedtime. Bedtime is bedtime. The end of the day is the end of the day. When it's time to go to sleep, it's time to go to sleep. It is what it is. But you're gonna be okay. And you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. I make it a habit to explain things to my children, though, and I always will, because I want them to understand. I do. I want them to understand. they don't be wanting to hear it all the time. I ain't gonna hold y'all. They kind of be telling me off. They be like, okay, mommy. Okay. Like, y'all better go. But I know when they're older, they will understand my parenting methods. And I do believe that they will appreciate them. Please allow me to add that my parenting style is not easy. And it takes a lot of discipline. But it is worth it. It is 1,000,000% worth it. All of it. My expectations are high for myself as a parent, and I've actually recently lowered them. It's a little too high. Because I was overwhelming myself. But even with like lowering my expectations, I'm still adamant about allowing my children to be children. Like, this is something that's really important to me. And that looks different for everybody. I'm just talking about how I decide to allow my children to be children. I allow my children to indulge in their imagination. It be unicorns, dragons, fairies. We be firebenders, earthbenders, waterbenders. I be the avatar most of the time because I'm just that mommy. We be ninjas. We be animals. It be so much going on in here, y'all. But I love that for them. They be in their own world, literally, majority of the time. Majority of the time, they're in their own world. And I love that for them. I do. I love that for them because I know the power in imagination. There's so much power behind imagination. And it's often turned off when we are children because adults tend to say something like, that shit ain't there, or it ain't nothing there, or it ain't no such thing as. And it's just like, I'm not doing that. I allow my children to ask me 1,000 questions, and like, they're at that age range where, you know, kids want to know stuff, and I'm okay with that because this is kids trying to learn. And the fact that this is often again turned off in childhood, shut the fuck up, you talk too much. I'm not doing that, but I will let my kids know when I'm tired and I don't want to answer any more questions. I don't want to talk no more. I think that we've talked enough. So give me some hours. Let me recharge my little communication battery because you just drained it. And that's cool. I only allow them to listen and watch child appropriate things. With music, honestly, mostly with us, it's uplifting and empowering. I assist them in strengthening their confidence by saying daily affirmations with them. Because I know how important it is for them to be confident within themselves, especially in this world. Baby, I ain't set my kids up for failure, and I don't want my kids falling into trends because they don't have the confidence to do what makes them happy or be themselves. No, I'm good. I'm just good. It's not for me. As a mom, I really do want the absolute best for them, so I properly educate them. We do a lot of activities. I allow them to express their emotions openly. Now, when we talk about emotions, I do want to say that I don't allow my kids to actually whine. I do try to get them out of the habit of whining because you're upset that you're not getting something that you want, and you're not even crying, you're whining about it. So it's just like, you're a big boy, you're a big girl. Let's use our words. mommy's going to tell you exactly why you can't have this, or it might not even be a no, it might be a later, but it's just like, we're going to communicate because we got to get you out of this habit of whining because you think that this is going to get you what you want. It's not. It's not. Stop it. I speak kindly and respectfully to my children at all times. I do not disrespect my kids because they are beneath me. My kids are not beneath me. They are my equals. Just because they are younger and they are children and they don't know much, it's my job to teach them. And talking to kids any kind of way, it's very discouraging. It discourages them from trusting you, from opening up to you, from talking to you, to telling you things. I don't want to do that to my kids. And I'm very kind to my kids because I like when people are kind to me. It makes me happy. It makes them happy. I want to make them happy. I want them to know that I respect them. I want them to know that they are heard. I want them to know that they are important. Again, this builds confidence. This leaves the door open for them to be able to adjust and thrive in this world. And I want nothing more than that. And there's so much more that I do as a parent. And this was honestly, y'all, I'm not even gonna fucking hold y'all. This was hard as hell for me. Especially at first, because I had to learn to be this parent. Self-taught at that. It was never exhibited before me. This is just the parent that I've always wanted to be for my kids. And it took me to get a certain place in my healing journey to even be able to show up as that parent. And it wasn't with the first kid. So no, I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. I'm not always patient. I yell sometimes. I'm very intentional about the things that I say to my children, but sometimes things slip. Sometimes I'm wrong, but I always apologize to my kids. I always apologize to my children. Just a little example. This rising, I thought Nevaeh had took one of my special pens. Like, I really love these pens, and I be telling her, like, you can use any other pen but these pens. And she be grabbing them sometimes. I be telling her, put it back. So I thought she grabbed it because it wasn't in the area where I leave my pens at, because I journal every night. So I know where I leave my stuff. But actually, I had moved it because I had written something down like yesterday afternoonish, and I forgot to put it back. So I apologized to her for accusing her of taking my pen. And this is just the most recent example, but I apologized to my kids for a lot of things. I apologize for things like not being able to handle them being children sometimes. I can't handle the screaming all the time. I can't handle the running around all the time. Sometimes I need for them to sit down because I can't handle it mentally. And I apologize to them for that because I know that you are just being a child. You are full of energy and you just want to exhaust it. But mommy cannot do this right now. I need y'all to give mommy a second, and I need y'all to sit down for me. They be like, but mom, and I be like, y'all, listen to me. When y'all can get back up and go crazy, I'll let y'all know. But right now, can y'all give me a second? Do you want a snack? Like, I be trying to persuade them and everything. Like, just, I can't handle it right now. But I apologize when I get to that point because it's just like, I understand that you are just being a child. Y'all have so much energy to exhaust. I get that. I really do get that. But sometimes mommy needs a minute. I'm working on other stuff too, y'all. I just don't want to get too deep into it. And like, I'm not a perfect parent. I do my best to be a fair parent. Because I don't know, it's like more than anything, I want to be the parent that I feel as if I didn't have. And this is really a big part of breaking generational curses. I'm changing my family's lineage by changing my parenting style. How fucking dope is that? Like, it's this type of stuff is like what really makes me excited, because it's just like they deserve that shit. They deserve the world, and I'm going to give them everything that they deserve because they deserve it. That's it. I'm gonna give them everything they deserve because they deserve it. They deserve the knowledge. They deserve the guidance. They deserve the love. They deserve the support. They deserve the confidence. They deserve the rest. They deserve to be children. And I'm aware of that. So you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. And that's just it. And for real, y'all, eventually I really do want to write a parenting book. I know parents need guidance, and I'd be so fucking honored to be able to provide that guidance, because I actually be talking to people and they be actually like they be interested in the way that I parent, and I think that's so fucking cool. I think it's really, really cool that people ask me questions about like their parenting styles and just looking for insight on things that they can do better as parents. That's the dopest thing in the fucking world to me, because as a nurturer and just seeing people want to show up for their kids in the best way, that makes me so happy. I can literally cry right now. Like, y'all have no idea how much that means to me. Like, but yeah, I just wanted to talk about this real fast because I don't know, I feel like this is honestly, a lot of my neighbors say things about me as far as like my kids not being too loud and stuff, and like especially like when they get late, like y'all they in bed, they're sleeping. No, they're not gonna be loud. No, they're not gonna be a problem. Like, cause I live around older people, so it's just like I don't know. Yeah, I just wanted to talk about it, but I'll see y'all next time.